it is working. Good morning, everyone. It's been a little bit, again, challenging to get online for some reason. So now I'm just going to start recording here. Wonderful. So I'm so excited to start week 2 of our daily transmissions. I hope that you had a lovely weekend, that you were able to recharge your batteries and enjoy some quality time with family and friends. And I certainly had a lovely weekend. I had a friend over, and I also had an amazing one-on-one session with a quantum healer, and it was just so phenomenal. And it took me a couple of hours to actually land back, and now I'm downloading all of these new things about this architecture that I have created someplace in the quantum over a long period of time, if we were to put that into a linearity. So it is feeling very, very refreshed, and also very happy to be here, as doing these daily transmissions allow me to ground. Last week, I talked about grounding in one of the episodes I shared with you. And I really realized that when I do these daily transmissions with you all, it really helps me ground profoundly in my service. And therefore, if I ground in my service by sharing all of these codes with you, it means that I have to be really present in my body, in this present moment, in this current reality. So not out there necessarily floating away, with our friends in my meditations, or like thinking about the past here on earth or the future here on earth, and all of these things that I like to think about. But when I'm here with you, I must be fully present in my physical body, in this present moment. And actually, I find that it is excellent on so many levels, because it is really increasing my embodiment. It is really bringing the highest level of frequency that I am in this moment, so I can show up for you and I can show up at the highest level. So I'm super grateful to do these transmissions, and I'm very happy to start the week today with a transmission on the code of faith. And I'm very excited because the more I dive into my own personal journey, the more I realize that faith is an extremely important code to understand and to consciously work with. And I would like to bring a distinction between trust and faith. So trust, we are really encouraged to activate it a lot, and it's wonderful. Let's keep activate the code of trust, And trust is really more directed to an experience when we can use certain belief system and affirmation, and it's like we know from where we are now that it is possible to arrive where we want to be going. So there is like this clear way that is traced there, and so trust is really based into more rational thinking process. It's like I trust that, if I sleep more, I will feel better. I trust that I am here to experience high level of abundance. I trust in my partner or in my wife, into staying faithful and so on. And it's like we reactivate. It's like there is something about trust that it's very human. It is very much here and now, and it is wonderful. And when we access the code of faith, the frequency that is a little bit above that. So trust, in terms of architecture, trust resides under faith. So faith is really having an unconditional, unlimited amount of trust, and there we go away from this like point A to point B, a direct pathway. It's like having faith comes more around spirituality, around having faith in God, having faith in the angels, having faith in our star friends, and also having faith in ourselves, for the ability that we have to become powerful creator and creatress of reality allows us to have faith in the fact that we can literally quantum jump reality. It's like we're not sure how it's going to happen. We don't completely understand the architecture of it, but we have faith. Like I have faith that I'm going to end up living in this dream house, and I'm going to have for myself, and I'm going to hang plants on the ceiling, and I'm going to have plants everywhere, and I'm going to have this beautiful garden, and we'll still be by the beach. And I have faith in that. Faith is really when we don't know what to hold on to, we can hold on to faith, because faith is the over encompassing energy frequency that comes literally like an angelic frequency, coming as both a sort of cocoon of protection, saying that you are safe here. You can trust in yourself. You are completely protected, and therefore you can allow yourself to have faith in yourself beyond what you think you're capable of. You can have faith in humanity's ascension, even if when you look at it from your human perspective, you actually don't see how it's even possible to get there, because we are so traumatized in humanity. Having faith is this encompassing frequency of caring, but there's also a lot of divine code of literally knowing deep inside of ourselves that there is a bigger way, there is a bigger path, there is a higher destiny that is there for us individually and also for the collective. So faith is really activated tremendously by prayers. So I would love to encourage you to pray more. It's often something that we tend to forget, or that has a lot of connotation with religion. And I would like to invite you to drop that if it's still something I believe that is great, because a prayer is literally to have a conversation with a part of ourselves, or a higher being, someone we think is a higher being, like God frequency, Sophia, Christ consciousness, or it can be an angel or a star race, or like we can simply call them our spirit guides. And having faith allow us to having this knowing inside of our heart that yes, they are there. They are there. We cannot see them, we cannot touch them. It's not like they're gonna have tea with us. Even me, when I spend so much time being in communication with them, and I facilitate sessions around that, and I create containers around that, it's like it is the level of faith that I have in this work and that I have in them that allows me to do it, because no, they still don't show themselves in physicality, in the kind of like more of the physical form to me. It's just when literally it's like a ether form. It's through my consciousness, through my awareness, through my intuition that I perceive them, but yet they haven't really kind of landed there. So it is because I have always had this huge level of faith in me, that I have always trusted that what I feel, that what I perceive through my eyes, minds, and my psychic abilities, the way I communicate with them, the body of work that I receive when I channel and things like that. Yes, it is something that is there, it is present, it is true, because I feel it. It resonates in my being. And also when I share it with others, it lands for them very often as well. It's kind of like, oh yes, I love this. And when I go in journey, like I was saying, I had this session with my amazing friend Liane. We are both in the quantum, and if I facilitate for her or if she facilitates for me, we are both plugged into similar stories. And so when she describes something, it's also what I see and perceive. And at times it's like a slightly different angle, but basically it's fascinating to be able to work like that with someone who's at similar level in terms of precise intuition and quantum abilities. And all of that comes from we both can dive completely in, because we have faith in ourselves, we have faith in our team, we have faith in the quantum travel that we take, so we are safe as well. So when I talk about faith in this transmission today, I would love for you to realize that if we don't have faith in ourselves, it means that we are not in soul alignment. We are not sovereign, we are not residing in our sovereignty, because having faith in ourselves is knowing that even though we don't know how to heal certain trauma, how to activate higher levels of abundance, how to become a better mother, a better father, a better parent, we have faith in ourselves, in our capability to get there, to understand it, to shift, heal, and alchemize whatever is there present within ourselves, so we can be more the crystalline essence of our divine self, and therefore show up at the highest for ourselves and our family and our communities. So if we don't have that level of faith, it often shows that we are not fully soul aligned, because it is a lack of love as well. Faith and love go hand in hand. If we want to love ourselves more, it is important that we have faith in ourselves. Like, I know very well that I'm not a perfect human being. I know exactly many areas of my life where I need to keep on growing. But instead of judging myself, I have faith in myself. It's like, I can do it. And maybe this day doesn't work, next day doesn't work, like it's been a month, it still doesn't work. I'm still going back to similar belief, I'm still going back to similar trigger, and since there is certain things, but it's like, I have faith in myself. And it's like, I say to myself, I have faith in you, Sandrine, because I am the protector and the angel of my human self. And Sandrine is trying her best, with what she has. But I am the presence behind me, and therefore I can hold this container for my own evolution, for my own transmutation. And this level of faith that I have in myself allow my human to experiment with freedom and greater ease. Because if we don't have faith in ourselves, it means that we are literally bottling ourselves down. It means that we are feeling that we lack freedom. And freedom, like everything else, is a state of beingness. It's got nothing to do with what we can or cannot do. Everything happens within. So if we don't have faith in ourselves, it means that we are literally putting a jail around of ourselves, saying, okay, like, I really think you're going to continue messing up all your life. I don't have any faith in you. So it means actually I don't really love you fully. And therefore, you're going to have to be in this cage for the rest of your life. Because, if I open the gate and you fly free, you're going to be dangerous. It's going to be dangerous for you. It's going to be dangerous for everyone else, because I don't have faith in you. That's harsh, isn't it? When you hear it this way, it's like, if you don't have faith in yourself, you create your own jail. So how can you blossom in your beautiful essence when you are trapped in your own jail? How can you serve the world when you cap yourself because you put yourself into this prison, this jail? When we lack faith in ourselves, we are limiting the resources that we can receive from the universe. So it means that I don't have faith in myself. And that is personally something that I'm dealing with. And as I share this with you, I'm bringing more light of my own consciousness into my subconsciousness. So I understand myself more because I reflect on this a lot. So how can the universe bring me many more students, many more clients, like a lot more money, and so many more people in my field if I don't have faith in myself? Because therefore, maybe, when I get all of this money, I might just spend it all and it's going to be gone. That's so bad. I should be saving. I should be doing all of these things. So basically, I don't have faith in myself around money. And then maybe when I have all of these students coming, I'm not going to be able to manage everyone. Maybe I receive so many emails already and messages already. Like I'm challenged to reply to everything in a decent manner. Like, can I even am I even worth it? Like, can I even do this? Am I not a fraud, and so on. And we can start seeing that many layers come. And here I'm just throwing examples like that I feel you could relate to. So it's like, if you're not sure, can you activate faith? You say you know what? I'm personally not sure how my human is going to handle this, and that. But I have faith in my human. I have faith in my human in the knowing that my human is literally learning and doing whatever she can to be the best version of herself. And so I have faith in my human because I have faith in me. I am the unconditional love frequency, the divine soul, the eternal consciousness of the universe. I'm a fractal of source consciousness. So of course I can have faith in myself because my soul knows I'm ready for this. Just bring it on. So every time you feel yourself blocked or challenged by something, and you would like, for example, to activate the deeper layers of your purpose and your mission, or you find that you're very judgmental towards yourself, or maybe you want to open up your intuition and start connecting more with your star family, with light beings that work with you and co-create with you. see if you can activate deeper level of faith inside you. See if like, okay, so I'm not sure how to do it. I'm not even sure if I can, but you know what? I have faith in myself. And that's all there is. And then it means that I love myself more when I have faith in myself. So having faith in ourselves is crucial to be able to enter pathways of accelerated evolution, because with pathways of accelerated evolution, which is everything that happens when people work with me, like, so especially like one-on-ones. If you're interested, by the way, like I have now finished with all my one-on-one private clients, so I now have 2 spaces available for the next couple of months. So if you're interested to be one of my private VIP clients and have weekly sessions with me, it is possible. You can simply send me an email on info@centrings.com. So if you're a one-on-one client, but also if you join Pathway 1 and Pathway 2 of the programs that I'm launching now and that are going to start at the end of April, these are accelerated pathways of evolution. It means that when you end up working with me and my high council, you look back and you know you were that person, and you know you are this new person, but it's like you can see that you're completely different people. It's like, it's literally like, wow, it's just like the level of a mastery that I have now of understanding myself and understanding my light council, on understanding my mission, my purpose, my destiny is just so much bigger. I'm so much more aligned, you know. So when we enter accelerated pathway of evolution like this with me, it is extremely important to have faith in yourself and have faith in your team and in the universe, because it means that you have faith about the fact that you're going to be able to heal, shift, and alchemize things that might have been with you all your life, even for many, many lifetimes before this life, even maybe in other alternate reality, things that you are carrying from your ancestors. All of this, you have faith about the fact that all of that can be completely healed and alchemized for like all of these layers, so you can feel so much more vibrant and aligned with yourself. So having faith about that process is extremely important, because very often when we transmute at such an accelerated rate, it's like we let go, we let go, we let go. And then we connect with very high versions of ourselves. We connect with very high frequency beings. We connect with our mission and our purpose, which is also very high frequency. And at times that, with our current consciousness, doesn't really make sense. It's literally the body of work that I download and channel. Like right now, everything is flowing about certain architecture of life that and it's kind of like, it's quantum technology around codes and flow of lives, and it's just freaking phenomenal. The way I receive it doesn't really make sense at all. It's like, it's sound frequency, it is light language, it is physical sensations, it is words, it is me in the quantum, and I see them showing me things around, and I see Hathor doing all sorts of things, and I receive simply like messages that are very cryptic. And I've learned over the years to have faith in it. Because if I was to be like, oh my God, it doesn't make sense, it means my intuition is not good enough, and so on. No, I never ever judge myself. Like, great, phenomenal. I'm downloading massive codes. Everything is light frequency, everything is sound frequency. So first it is recording my being, and then I have faith. Then when this needs to come on a conscious level, I will simply receive it effortlessly from within as information, with therefore allow my DNA to open up and me to remember what I download is activating remembrance inside of me. That's the architecture of downloading and opening up. So when we are on this journey and we know that we are here for something bigger, and we know that we want to experience more, activating code of faith and practicing our prayers, as the prayers are the foundation of our faith. So it's like, like divine consciousness of all things and no thing. I have so much faith in you, and so much faith in me, and so much faith in life. Please help me understand how I can step up more fully into my divine crystalline blueprint. Because right now, you know what? I'm very triggered, I'm very challenged, I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm all of these things. And even if I feel good, like I feel super good, but right now I really don't know what the next step are. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I have faith in myself. Please help me. And so like the prayer act as a foundational practice that you can use to activate your faith. Then when you activate your faith, you allow yourself to observe if you have put yourself in this jail, and therefore you can see, oh, wow, actually I've been feeling that I lack abundance and I lack freedom and I lack connection with like-minded people. But why is that? I do actually have faith in the fact that I can have that in my life, that I deserve it. And if all of that is not present, how can I work on myself, in loving myself more, so I can activate this level of faith that is going to allow me to jump into a new reality, to embody a higher identity. So when you work with me one-on-one or in my container, we are always working with the embodiment of the codes. It's just not like, oh, let's connect with, these beings, the light beings, because it's so much fun and we love it. Yes, of course, let's do that. But if it just stays out there, nothing changes in our lives, nothing at all. And on the opposite, we can be receiving very high frequency, but because our human self is not shifting, it creates this kind of like discordance in terms of frequency. We become high, and then therefore we're going to crash. So the fractal reflection architecture, which is what I teach, needs to balance itself in terms of frequencies. So therefore, we're just going to crash. So I would love to encourage you to really simply reflect on this as you receive this transmission, see how you connect with faith, and see if I can activate that more into your life. Okay, let me know how it goes. I love receiving your comments. Tu peux prendre Sorry, my daughter is there and therefore the dog is barking. So good. So I would love to invite you to please, if you enjoy all of this, join me in my 2 programs. Pathway 1, it's all about soul alignment. Pathway 2 is all about co-creation. So I teach you how to refine your channeling ability so you can consciously start co-creating with light beings and ancient civilizations. So you can understand your own connection with different ancient civilizations that we're going to get to know. We're going to go on quantum journeys there. So you're going to be like, oh my God, I was this in ancient Egypt. I was this in Avalon. I was this in Shambhala. And sometimes you're going to activate a remembrance at such a new level that you will come out and literally you'll feel that you're a new person. Literally quantum jump. And so we have faith always when we do this process. We learn to connect with 5 different star races and more. And we learn to connect also with the earth and earth elemental and earth beings, which is absolutely next level fascinating. So these programs are starting at the end of April. All information is on my website, and I would love for you to join. And remember, if you're listening to this and you would like to be one of my private VIP clients, I now have space for 2 special souls that I feel very close to me now. I have faith in the fact that you're going to contact me if you feel that it resonates, because I can feel you in my field already. And I know it's going to be such an exciting journey. I love you dearly, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, we have meditation together. So please join. It will be so good to have you. I love you a lot, and bye for now.